I'm guessing it is started, so I'm just gonna start. And honestly, I don't really know what I'm gonna build. I think I really just like to freehand a lot of the time. I think for me, sorry for all the noise that you're hearing. Perfect. So, sorry about that if you hear a lot of noise. I think though, before I build, I'm going to set the atmosphere just a tad bit. And I'll bring up a microchip. I'm gonna call this world setting. Settings. Sorry. And then we'll make the color green. Right now I'm just pretty much cleaning up my workspace before I start building. And then now I'm going to set up my lighting. And as you can see, you kind of have free range of placing it however and wherever you'd like to place it. So, I'm just doing this because I want to set an actual kind of atmosphere before I build and see what I get out of that. And then I like the sun a lot. I want it to be pretty bright. Just like that. And then we also are going to change. I don't know, I feel like this is a very important part. It'll help with definitely building, and you can get different vibes, as you can see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna leave it like that. Now we're gonna build. So I'm gonna just kind of work on this kind of medieval castle prop that I have looked up already. Or maybe I should do this Japanese one. I don't know. We'll just do castle just because it's quick and easy. This video is gonna be pretty fast. So I'm gonna pull it up. And then I'm going to stamp in the shapes, and I don't want it to be loose. I want it to be kind of hard because I'm going to try to replicate cobblestone. So what I'm going to do is cut it into sections and then bring it down just a tad bit like this. Yes. And just like that. So now you can kind of place it however, but maybe I should turn on a grid. This part might be annoying because it makes a lot of noise. I have the wrong tools open, so I'm going to turn off the grid, and then we're going to try this again. Okay, this is the cool thing, so I'm gonna go in. I'm still learning these tools, so the way that I create is probably not the best, but I mean, oh no, what did I do? I'm just gonna recenter it. Yeah, I'm just gonna move it like this. And I watched a video where they said that repeating the shapes like this doesn't cost as much thermometer when you're creating the actual I'm guessing when you do it like this, it's a little bit more organic because you're doing it yourself, but I don't want to rush it as well. I mean, I've made these props before. What I did before was kind of make 4 circles, and then I just copied them together. And then pretty much that's how I did it. And I guess the cooler thing about this way is you can kind of cut into the shape. So, like, it actually doesn't look as bad as I'm making it seem in my head, but I'm my own worst critic, so it's a little sloppy on that end, but I'll go through and I'll fix it and realign the shapes to be how I want them to be. It's kind of the cool thing too is you can duplicate the pieces that you are making so that this doesn't take as long. And I kind of like it to not be so uniform. I feel like the fact that it isn't as uniform is cool, but again, this one I'm doing a different style when I'm building this. Excuse me if the mic is kind of choppy, so. And again, I'm just gonna duplicate the shape and then probably come up higher, so then I can pull it out like this. I can do it one more time, and then I figured out a faster way to do this now. Haha! Yeah, so, I guess for what the remainder of this video is going to be like this, for the most part. And then maybe I'll showcase certain things that I want to kind of show off in the game. I kind of want to pull it in. You want to take it in. Take it in. So I definitely just figured out a much faster way to do this than what I originally thought. I'm just gonna make a little quick scene and then call it a day with this, and then we'll be done. And then we'll do the same thing right here. So this part's pretty boring, at least in my eyes. It's really not fun, but the part, I guess what you guys should really be getting out of it is watching me create. That is really the gift in all of this. At least I know, to me, I would love to watch somebody do this like real time in person. Like, this is just like drawing. I think that's pretty good for now. So then I'm going to change the shape back to a cylinder. Uh-oh. And then I'm going to turn the grid on. Because now I want to be a bit more precise. And then I'm going to go to the sculpture, the stretch tool, and then I'm going to pull it up as I go, like this. And then probably grab the move tool, and then dial our grid down just a tad bit. And then go back to the stretch tool. It didn't take as long to learn the tools though. I mean, but it's like with anything, you have to learn how to use the controls. It's like painting digitally with like Photoshop, where you have to learn pretty much how to use the software, and then you can apply everything you know from art to the creation. And that's the best part, really, because then it really shows you. But then you can learn to be an artist through this, so that's like the better thing in it as well. Yeah, so then I'm going to copy it, and now we have two kind of broken pillars. And then so I'm going to get the cone, and since all of this is kind of still on the same sculpture, I can now go into this, making sure it's in stamped, and then I'm going to just kind of mess with the blending tools and then kind of cut away any pieces I don't want. So it's going to be like this, really. So you can really see, you can kind of get a lot of different like effects. So now I'm kind of going in and breaking this. Nice. And there's that. Got another one. This is pretty much how I make my props though. I usually come in and then have music playing in the background, and then I start going. And then I actually really like this. And again, I'll turn on the grid. And then I like to kind of just copy it, and then we'll flip the prop itself like that. Find a way to have it attached. You know, spin it around. You can do whatever you want to. I'll close this. Then I'll save it as a sculpture, and we'll call it Crumbled. Go there. Uh-oh. Sorry about me messing up the mic. What time is it? It is now 1:30. And we're going to call this... We'll call this a mini... I don't know why I'm calling it mini, but we'll call it mini castle pillar. We kind of have something going on, so I'm gonna kind of already bring in something that I've made, and we'll bring in my floor that I've kind of created. So we'll go to it's not in there. Kind of messed up on that, so the cool thing is you can have it do that too, but it's not really what I'm trying to go for. So let me increase the grid. And then I'm gonna copy these, and then we're just gonna take it over here now. Oh, I meant to copy it, and then we'll go this way, and we'll bring it here. maybe we'll to there. And then I think we're still good on time though. What else should I do? I don't really care that no one's watching, because really the purpose of these videos is just to make the YouTube videos faster, so I don't have to worry about doing voiceovers later. So hope that you guys still enjoy the process of watching me build. Let's see. I feel like there should be a centerpiece here, and I just like to make props really. I don't really know what else I could do, so maybe I'll build a wall. I feel like I didn't know how to have that up there, but we'll see. I mean, since someone joined, maybe you can tell me what else I should add to the wall. I mean, I just made these, so I kind of want to make we'll make like a rail.
Looking good so far.
You think so? That's tight. Alright, so I think we'll just put like a something that'll go to right at
further.
Say that again? We'll put it right here. Alright, so I'm gonna get a cube, and then I'm gonna turn off the grid for a bit because it makes a lot of clicking, and the clicking can be kind of irritating a lot of the time.
What's it for though? You should get the Twitch app on your phone. Helps you view comments, LOL.
Oh, okay, that works. Well, you know, the reason why I was really doing this was because I was trying to make a YouTube video for this before I went to work to go show them. But I figured, why not just make a video, then have it like the broadcast saved, so people could still see it regardless. But I wanted to do this real time. Like, I didn't know what this was gonna start out as. Like, I kind of am nervous still building, because I know that like it's live, and then know that I'm recording it for a reason. So I feel like I'm getting in my own way. And I think I'm going to stretch it. So I don't know what kind of theme I'm going for, but we'll pull it to right about there, and we'll pull this down. And I'm thinking that this can go into the wall. And I think from here on out, we'll have it hard blend, because I'm going to cut into it. Then I'll stamp it. And then as for what I'm gonna cut into it, I don't know.
That's fine, dude. It looks quite medieval Egyptian right now. Do you make any flooring?
I kind of just did this random floor right here. I don't really know. To be honest, everything that you see me build, I just kind of build it so I can learn the tools, because I don't really know like what to build a lot of the time. Like, since you're here, I'll show you. Like, I don't know who this is, but like, I'm grateful that you are here and you get to see. I'll show you my stuff that I've been working on. Like, a problem that I face as an artist in general is starting stuff and like kind of getting lost like to the end and like finishing it. I don't really know how to I don't want to say I don't know how to. I just have this fear of like completing something and then it's ugly. But I think that's just what we deal with as artists in general. Like, oh, you know what? Like, I'll show you these. Like,
I'm the guy who made Ball World Adventures, LOL. Just checking out streamers right now out of boredom. Smile.
Yes. Oh, dude, you're tight. So I can show you this then. I want you to show you. I'll show you. I don't know which one it is. I have a bunch of these. I've been practicing. Oh, I think this is it. So this kind of started out as like from the tutorial that we did on master building, that Kareem showed us with master sculpting. But this is kind of like what I came up with that day. I kind of was having a rough day, so I kind of let my mind like come in and like just make like all of these different things, but they're not really kind of, well, I don't, oh, this is a single object? Oh, I guess. This was like the first thing I sculpted, and then this came out after from the same sculpt. I was gonna kind of put water up here so that it can kind of fall down, and I was gonna kind of make kind of like this castle spire, and then these kind of ended up looking like I don't know, something you could like attach to like a wall, like a pattern, but I figured that it's too detailed, so I know that it eats a lot of thermometer. And then I started...
That's impressive, man. Could even use some of that stuff for one of my worlds.
Oh, I wouldn't even care. I would totally let you use it. Like, here I was trying to make a woman, and it started, this was like my first attempt at doing it from these spaces, and then this eventually came out of it. Well, I think this came out of it, and I was trying to really kind of capture a rose up top, but I was having the hardest time. I was getting so frustrated, so I stopped. So I moved on and tried it again, and then I kind of turned her in. I was trying to apply my real life like studies of anatomy and like understanding of shapes. That's why it's still primitive, because I figured that everything is based off of cubes, spheres, and cones. I think that's the beautiful thing with dreams that a lot of people should really look into. Like, I take this to a school and I get to teach like with this, so I want them to really look at, like, if you're someone as an artist, you can really rotate this cube in 3D space and then draw it on paper just to practice dimension. So like, I'm just grateful that they really made this, because my goodness. Anyway, enough with this.
Cool. Used any of the flex tools yet? Really great for detailing.
I think I used something with flex right here. Oh, I can show you. You want to see what some of my kids did at the school? Like, this is Adriana's creation. So this right here, like what I'm standing on, well, let me get out of this. So this right here, my student Adriana, I just gave her the controller and she just started like moving it around. As you can see, she didn't really know, you know, we have like an hour and 30 minutes to kind of get stuff done. So it's like a lot of my struggle is me taking over and them watching. I didn't want it to be that. So I let her do whatever she wanted to do. And then she kind of moved the controller around, but she got this. And to be honest, I told her it looked good. I was just like, it doesn't look bad. I told her we can make it into something. So for the rest of the class, we turned it into a level. I told her that it was a step. It may not be the best, but it was a way to make her feel good about, about what she did. You know. And then my brother, he made the mountains in the background. And then I took her creation right here, and then I just enlarged it to kind of make it look like we were in some type of...
this in a school?
Yeah.
LOL, coolest teacher ever if you ask me.
I use...
Creative classes are more useful for kids than people realize. Real.
I try to tell them that, like, that's why I take it so seriously. Like, it's only for an after school program, but I mean, for the hour and 30 minutes that I get to teach them with this stuff, like, a lot of them learn like actual art skills. Like, you know, like my student Francis, he made this. And then I told him we could just copy and paste it together. And then I guess we ended up making well, it started to look like DNA. So, I mean, you can't complain with this. Like, I'm just grateful that like this even exists, you know. Like, I guess a lot of my creating skills come from Little Big Planet karting. I wasn't good at 3, but karting was more my speed. What else can I show you? I can show you my own personal stuff that I've been working on. So this level right here, the archives, is just a level that I wanted to kind of, since I draw like in real life, I suppose, like I wanted a level that I can use to showcase like my students' artwork and mine. So I figured I'd build a level that would kind of be a level that can be explorable, kind of like a...
Feel free. I'm just tidying up right now, so might reply a bit slow, but I'm staying tuned.
Oh, yay. This is so cool. You make me... I have to leave in a little bit, but I wanted to do this stream for this reason, and like just you being here, just even if it is you in this stream, like it's awesome to see. Like right here, this was my first attempt at using the, I guess, the spray paint tool just to kind of paint. I want to invest in a PlayStation Move so that I can actually draw, but I mean, using the controller, this was pretty tough to do. And then here was me following the master class sculpture, and this was my first attempt, and then I thought it kind of looked really awesome, so I wanted to put it in a museum, well, a level like this. And then over here is my second attempt at another drawing with the Dream spray paint and all that, and that's what I got, and you can see my signature right there. And I guess what I like as an artist,
loving those shadows.
Thank you.
And
thank you. As an artist, like, it's cool. What I love about this level, to me, it's kind of like, it's like a real art gallery to me. It's like, it's cool because I get to look at my own creations. Like, I'm really in this world. That's why I'm like, if they had VR, this would just be a place to like escape, you know? Like, but everything you're looking at though, I do myself. Like, but I eventually plan on making all these things like released for everybody. I mean, you could see like, oh, we did like a 5-minute speed build last week, and this is what I did in front of them. They said 5 minutes, and then this is kind of what I got. It was kind of creepy, but I think in 5 minutes, that's pretty good. I mean, just for me finally understanding the controls. And then today I'm gonna let them record again. I have a student named Marco, not to put his name out there like that.
An developer did April in VR1, so I'm sure it will be the next update.
Oh, I'm so ready. Just imagine, like, even my like teachers and people that I work with are so amazed by this. Like, they don't like, not just what I'm doing, but like just what people... Here's what I was talking about like before I took it and changed it. Like, this was... And I plan on coming to do like, if you see where the imp is, I plan on like sculpting out her legs to like right about here, because that's where her knees should be, and maybe right about here where the imp is now, that'll be like the bottom where her feet are. And then I'll put it on the podium. I'll probably live stream that so people could see like just the real-time creation, but I'm still learning. Like, the tools in this game are just, there's so much. There's so much. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I plan on playing this game like for a long time. Like, I have no desire to really stop playing. I think what I really want though is I really need help on like gameplay. I'm gonna show you like my little passion project that I started with. And it's right here. Hold on, I have a lot of stuff. Uh-oh. I always do that. I always go to the wrong one. Oops. Wow, people actually played this. That's so cool. Yeah, here we go. But this is really supposed to be like what I was going for with this world right here.
I'm very experienced in the gameplay department. Not sure if you've played my game, but yeah, LOL.
What was your game again? Because I have it's voicing voice to text, so it's showing me, it's voicing everything you're texting me. That's tight though. I mean, but so far, like, what I planned, I believe I did, honestly. Like, to be honest, I spend so much time like in create mode that like I get so overwhelmed. Like, if I play everybody's creations, like it'll end up being that. But I'll definitely I'll check it out as soon as I'm done like with this, because I really need help like with just gameplay and just everything. Like I plan on turning this into like a kind of like, you know how Banjo-Kazooie is, like a collectathon like level. Just give you maybe make about like 30 collectibles you have to collect and the level's done, just to have like a tester. And then animate the characters I have in here just a tad bit more. Like this was my first attempt with making a character, both of them. And that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna build something and then head out real fast because I have to go. And then that'll be it. So I have a lot of stuff though. I spent a lot of time making these things though. I put a lot of passion into this. I feel like I spend a lot more time on this than I should, but I think that's the fun in it. But anyway, we are back to this, and we are gonna finish whatever this was supposed to be. I think I'm going to pull this down.
As long as you're having fun, I don't see the problem.
No, you're totally right. You know, to me, I feel like I'm someone who's definitely hard on them. I think someone's here. I'm someone that's definitely hard on themselves for like everything that they do. Like I'll be making, I'll like, even when I'm drawing, I'll look at something that I do and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Like I suck. But I don't do it because it's like I'm looking for pity. It's just like I see, it's like this. It's like anything. It's like you see what people can do and then you're automatically comparing yourself to, I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. At this point, I'm just looking at the shapes that are coming out of this. It's kind of impressive. And then
for me, these projects just take too long and I don't have the time. Need to pay the bills at the end of the day.
Ah, dude, me too. Like that's literally the thing. That was me today. Like, but you know what? But you know, when I pitch this to people, I tell them, no, that's a sacrifice. I guess it's not really the sacrifice, though, my friend. Like, I guess that's the compromise that comes with these type of games that like we like to play, though. Like, I feel like it's like I was talking to my brother about playing Minecraft, and it's just like when I was explaining Minecraft to people, sometimes I'm like, if you don't play. Give me just one moment. Sorry about that. I am back. But it's like Minecraft. It's like some days if you're not playing in creative, then like I had to realize like with my brother that some days you just spin.
I've done some research and Media Molecule said you can use Patreon to fund your games if you want.
What? I don't really have a photo reference up, so I don't really know what I'm building, and it's making me mad, but I think that's the fun in this. I watched a live stream where they say you just start building and you make things happen, and then you just place it however. I have a little bit of difficulty. You should have seen when I first was playing this game, like, I could not rotate stuff. Like I used to just build
Yeah,
with.
you could essentially get the community to pay you and stuff for your creations. Pretty cool. I'd be all on board if I get money, lol.
But there's so many people who are so like talented that it's so overwhelming with like how do you like how are people so good already? That's what like blows my mind is just like some of these creations that like I keep looking at. It's like how? It's just like I have like a job where I have to like tomorrow I'm not even gonna be able to do this at all for maybe a while now. You know, it's like once I... Oh, this actually just turned into something cool though. And this is why I like their philosophy of what they say. You just kind of place things together until it works.
Well, Dreams helps you with your weaknesses, seeing how you can remix other people's stuff. That's what most people do.
Really? No wonder I didn't have my music playing in the background.
Yeah, look at the credits to almost every level and you'll see how many people show up, lol.
Have you had any collaborators? Oh, dude, I don't know if my live color is working.
Most definitely. I suck at music, for example.
See, but I want to do it all. Isn't that sounds crazy? That's so ugly. I'm just messing around with the paint.
I get that. Will just take you a long time if you're making a game.
Hey, maybe we could like do something. I don't even care if you is like if you're interested in any of the props that I make, like by all means, like someone like used my props in the level that I made. Someone used my props in their level. I immediately was just like playing their level, trying to look for like the sidewalk that I made. And that's what's so cool is that anybody can really use anything that you make. Like you don't know what someone might like that you made. That's what's so awesome. Now it's just kind of giving me like Aztec vibes. I just like that. Like that right there is just so nice. Like if I could have VR and just listen to the ambient music that's like in the back, I'd be chill. But I do have to get ready to leave though. So if you want to shoot me a friend request, like you can, or any of that, or we can like team up. and I'll take any advice, because like I need gameplay advice. Like the only way that I used to learn how to do stuff was just to copy. Like when I used to play Little Big Planet karting, I would like make other levels.
No worries, dude. Take care. Good luck with the creations.
No, yeah, for sure. Thanks for sitting in. Like, for the longest, I was sitting here talking to myself, but I guess that's like how live streaming works, though. So, like, it's all good, though. I appreciate you being in. Yes. But if you guys are going to watch this as an archive video, too.
I know the feeling, LOL. Catch you later.
For sure. And also, if you guys chose to watch this as like a YouTube video, since it's archived, thanks for watching this as well. And I'll definitely have like more of these up. So yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. So